Hi, welcome back. I'm Brad Alexander, and you are knee-deep in the 7 habits of largely ineffective salespeople. If you're just tuning in for the first time, you can check out the other habits that are on previous videos. You want to check those out so you can keep up. But for now, we're going to get into a couple more habits. We've been doing 2 habits per session to keep it brief, concise, and simple because, well, you're probably easily distracted, and if somebody just dropped a bright shiny quarter over there on the floor, you've probably already walked away. Anyway, so the 7 habits of largely ineffective salespeople. And again, the program is designed for car salespeople, but they really do translate to any sales profession. So if you're in real estate, you're in any type of commission sales, particularly commission sales, you want to try and apply these so you can become completely ineffective. And remember, as we stated before, you want to be ineffective, but you also want to make money. So there's a balance there, and we're going to help you strike that balance. But for now, let's move on to a couple more of the habits. We've got habits 5 and 6 this session, and habit 5 is actually one of my favorites. And habit 5 is that follow-up is for people who can't close today. Okay? And you'll see a lot of people talk about that, following up with customers. Oh, I've got to do some follow-up. I've got to follow through, follow. You know, follow the yellow brick road for all I care. That kind of stuff is for people who can't shut the deal now. And that's what we're about. Am I right? This business is instant gratification. Shut the deal today. Fair enough? You follow up with somebody. You couldn't shut them yesterday. What makes you think they're going to buy from you today? Okay? They left you yesterday for a reason. All right? Don't be the kind of loser that hounds his old girlfriend who dumped him for 17 years, writing rambling, deranged letters in your own blood, trying to get her to come back to you. Hello! She left you for a reason. Move on. Okay? I think that message right there was for somebody. Yeah. Somebody out there needed to hear that. Anyway, close the deal today. And let's be honest. Someone else following up with your customers, that's not going to work, because if you couldn't close them, hello, they're not going to be able to close them. So, follow-up is for people who can't close today. You get out there, you don't close the deal, which I'd be surprised, if I can't close the deal, nobody else is going to. That customer can't be shut. Let them go. Go out and get another op. You get out there. Okay? If you want to catch a fish, you got to have your line in the water, my friend. So get back out there. It's a great line. Anyway, that's habit 5. And habit 6 in the 7 habits of highly ineffective salespeople. This is a beautiful one. Blame shifting. Habit 6. Blame shifting. Look, if you go into a slump, let's say you're having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad decade, whatever it is, it's not your fault. You've got the talent. You've got the skills. It's got to be some other reason. It's not because of you. Blame shifting is important. And you've got to be able to come up with different people or scenarios, different circumstances to blame. You can't always blame the same thing. It's like the kid who comes to school, says the dog ate my homework. Okay, you maybe get away with that once, but you can't keep... look, teacher's not going to keep buying that garbage, am I right? Believe me, I know. Okay, 3rd time I tried it, anyway. So, I'm coming to you from experience is what I'm saying here. You gotta come up with different things. You can blame things like the weather. Okay? Blame the weather. That causes people not to come to your store. You can blame the economy. You can blame your lousy inventory. You can blame the government, blame the president, blame whatever you want. You can blame the manufacturers. Okay, blame them for, the rebates. Well, the big rebates they used a couple of years ago, people came out and bought, and that took away the people who were going to buy cars now because they all bought cars back then. And if someone says, well, dude, you didn't do all that great back then. Well, that's because of the 0% that came out a couple years before that took all the customers before that. Okay, you see where I'm going? You got to think on your feet, man. You got to roll with it. You got to keep going. Okay, you don't stop. There's no off switch, baby. You just keep on rolling with it. Come up with it. You can blame the manufacturer for their vehicle design. I actually worked with a guy, what a revolutionary. This guy actually said, if the manufacturers would listen to me, they'd only have to build one car. One kind of car. Is that guy genius or what? Man, I wonder what he's doing these days. See, it's that kind of thinking. It's that kind of thinking that makes people largely ineffective. You've got the ability. You can do it. You can become ineffective as well. Okay? That's the end of this session, and we're going to continue on with the 7 habits of largely ineffective salespeople. Hey, next time, don't forget, tune in next time because we're getting to habit 7, and I've also got a couple of tips in there that's going to help you not just be ineffective, but make a lot of money while you're being ineffective. You do not want to miss the next session. And don't forget, go to lulu.com, Lulu.com, type Brad Alexander into the search box, and check out my book, The Paint Won't Lick Itself, Simple Truths for Selling Cars. And this book, just like the 7 habits for largely ineffective salespeople, the book is focused on the auto industry, but it translates into any selling profession. There's a lot of things in here. The chapters are short, the words are small, and the ideas are simple. The paint won't lick itself, my friends. We'll be back next time to help you become that largely ineffective salesperson.